Hello everyone, welcome to Fine Moon Rising. This is Gemini's August through early September tarot, astrology, and energy reading. Okay, so right now I'm pulling cards to direct the tarot reading. You'll see the cards on the table there. And so first out we have the Six of Coins here. And the Six of Coins is followed by the Tower card, followed by the Four of Cups, and then the Three of Wands. We have the Four of Coins, and then the Knight of Swords here. And then for overall energy, we do have the Two of Wands, the Five of Coins, and the Six of Coins here. And then we'll have more tarot at the end, but we'll go through the tarot here. So I'm writing down some notes so that I can direct the sigil. Your sigil is going to be an energy sigil, and it's going to be the overall energy for this time period, this kind of a month-long time period. And for you, it was kind of interesting. Your sigil ended up being a little bit more fresh looking with some neon, some just kind of like fresh start energy. And I think it's because it's the end of the retrograde earlier this month. And so I think maybe all of us are feeling a little bit more free at this time. But let's go into the tarot real quick. All right. So first off, there's the Six of Coins followed by the Tower, right? I think there's an end to you donating your energy and your time without getting any kind of recuperation, any kind of money, any kind of, something for your time, even if it's just relaxation. So I think that at this time you're balancing your needs, your personal needs versus the needs of other people and the needs of everything around you, keeping everything running, keeping everything going. I feel like you're just kind of at this point where you're like, you know what, I've been putting myself on the back burner too much, and then now is not the time to do that. Now is the time to actually, and it's not selfish, it's not being selfish, it's just this is a time where maybe you just have been giving to things and not receiving anything in return. And so because there's no return on investment, I think you're just going to be stopping the giving situation there. The over giving, really it is. It's boundaries. It's boundaries. We're setting some boundaries, and maybe you haven't set those boundaries yet. Maybe your whole life, and you're like, now, okay, boundaries, here we go. We're setting them. See what happens. People are going to be real upset about that, but that's the way things go. Okay, so we do have this Four of Cups followed by the Three of Wands here for you, and this Four of Cups is it's in the advice section, and so of course it's looking towards the future. It's looking for what is going to kind of fulfill you, make you feel, happier in the future. Now, we can't be happy all the time. That's just, and being a dual sign, you're never going to be. You're going to always be one or the other, or vacillating in between, but there's usually a balance. So Geminis have this balancing capability. But this is also card of Cancer here, and so that's why I feel like it's more heart-based, what you're looking for, and it's taking care of your health and well-being. We do have this Three of Wands following. I think anything that you start is going to actually, you're going to sit back and watch the results, and if it is a test or an analysis, right? So anything that you start, you're gonna start and then watch the results of that, and then see how that affects things. It's a cause and effect situation, and so treat it like a game, right? You might have to just go about this time period you're coming into as if it is a game. Oh, I did this. What happened? And you can guess the consequences, but do you really know? And so you may be approaching things differently and communicating things differently as a result of these kind of tests that you are doing, that you are inflicting on, things in your daily life. Like it could be something simple as maybe if you go to the gym or something and you do a different exercise, does that show improvement in 3 weeks? Whatever. Okay. Or finances, if you put something on a schedule versus not on a schedule, what's happening there? What happens? All right, so we do have the Four of Coins followed by the Knight of Swords here, and I feel like this is an energy of, you're tired of being held back by the universe. I think with the Four of Coins and the Six of Coins, I kind of think they're talking to each other in that there might be some energy of something has been holding you back for quite some time, and it's probably a money block. I feel like there is some sort of possibly a money block, maybe the way that you were raised or the way that you were taught about money. And I think I see that falling away here. I see you thinking, differently about it and actually negotiating your time and energy, and energy also being your money, your financial abundance. So I think you're weighing and measuring everything. There's this very much a weighing and measuring energy in your reading. Okay, so overall energy, though, we do have the Two of Wands, the Five of Coins, and then the Six of Coins here. Seven of Coins. I'm trying to see there. Okay, so with this energy, it's kind of like making choices for exactly what you want and manifesting them. And of course, we're in a time of air energy. And so I feel like this is a time where you are choosing between two options, and you're trying to see the future of each option. However, that's not always the case. It's also going to force you to close doors. So that's why we have this Five of Coins here, is you're actively making these choices, Seven of Coins, to choose one door or the other and allowing that second door to close. So if you choose a red door, okay, red pill, whatever, then the blue one will go away. And so, and I think you know that, and it's like kind of heavy that way. So if you do close one door, then another one, you close a door on a person, then you're going to have to go through this other door knowing that that other one is closed. And that can be kind of, weighing on your mind a little bit, but not like too much, not crazy. All right, let's get into the astrology here. I just think this is very much analysis at this time. But there's also a removal of some sort of block that has been holding you back. And I'm kind of thinking it might be money, but it could be other things too, just how you're thinking about things. And I feel like the block is being removed for you. You're removing it, actually. That's kind of a healing thing. That's part of that tower there as well. So you're definitely paying attention to how that affected, how that domino effect of that block had affected the rest of your life. Okay, so here we go. So Mercury goes direct August 11th. So exciting, great. That is, you're ruled by Mercury. So good news. You could have news coming in. You could have flashes of inspiration. Really good for communication, things happening pretty quickly, that kind of thing that can be quite shocking. So just look forward to that. And that is a Monday. So, and at that time, and on the effects, the kind of ripple of that will create clarity and also opportunities and creativity for you. So I would suggest, though, hold your tongue. Still keep things to yourself. I would hold your tongue. I would be quiet. I would, because people are going to be on edge. The energy for you is not the same energy as for everybody else. It doesn't affect them the same way as it might affect you. And so it's good to just like watch your tongue. What are you saying? What are you putting out there? How are you speaking to yourself even? That kind of thing. So also new love or a deepening of an old love could be possible. So you can look forward to that. You may feel, like a little more needy. There might be times where you just need to kind of go into yourself and kind of like nurture yourself. Oh, I just need some alone time. Oh, I just need to relax for a moment. There's this kind of pulling back energy because there's a lot of energy going out, especially with whatever this new exciting news or opportunity coming in. There's a lot of energy going out. Okay, so I will pull some tarot for just kind of a little end cap here. You have the Knight of Wands, the Page of Coins, and the Five of Wands here. And this energy for you is definitely energy of moving forward. I'm thinking here. Moving forward. Page of Coins. And beating out competition a little bit. Okay, so there is competition for whatever you're working towards. And I think it's more, it's not necessarily a needle in a haystack. I think that you're going to come out on top here. That's the thing. I feel like because of your groundedness, I feel like there needs to be some groundedness in this situation, and that will win over. Just be very level-headed, very grounded, and very kind of secure in how you are going about things, and that will actually enable you to move ahead. So there is reason for you. There's something else here that I wanted to touch on. Okay, so I think for the first time in a while, I think you're taking these steps back, and you're definitely a cause and effect. I think you're expanding yourself by, conducting these tests. Like, if I do this, what will happen? If I do that, what will happen? What response do I get? And I think, it could be just changing things up in your life, your schedule. It could be, how you're doing things, money, whatever, workouts, health, something like that. I think there's some investigative energy here. And I think for the first time in your life, you're kind of just sitting centered and still, and then seeing how this plays out. And so I think that's actually part of removing the blocks. Like, you might have been just kind of running around a little crazy, and you're no longer going to be doing that. And then of course you'll see the cards come out that I did speak of earlier, and you do have the Five of Wands and the Page in the center there, and then you have the Knight of Wands there. And so it's really good energy for your growth and expansion, and also a beating out competition. Okay, thanks, Gemini.